So the AFCON group stages are finally over, and now we'll move on to the last 16. The AFCON might not be as popular as the Euros or as prestigious as the World Cup, but if there's one thing it has, it's unpredictability. Because until the last game of the group, you can't predict what teams are going to go through. Even the favorites can still slip over the last hurdle. And now that the groups are over, we take a look at the round of 16, my predictions on who will go through, and the results. Let's go. First, we'll start with Group A, and my God, what a performance that was from Equatorial Guinea. Not only having topped a group that contained Nigeria and Ivory Coast, but instead doing it with style, beating Ivory Coast 4-0 in the final group game. I'd also like to give a shout out to their striker and captain, Emilio Unsu, who currently has 5 goals in the league and is topping the goal scoring chart, which is kind of a black eye for me because I predicted Sadio Mane would do that. But hey, you never know. As for the other teams, Nigeria beat Guinea-Bissau 1-0 to finish second. And as for Ivory Coast, they basically got out of the group with what we Nigerians like to call "Let My People Go." Next, we move on to Group B, and unfortunately, Ghana are out. All they had to do was maintain their 2-0 lead against Mozambique to qualify, but instead they fumbled the bag and the game ended 2-2, which meant they weren't even good enough to qualify for the third place PT party. As for Egypt, they played a 2-2 draw against Cape de Verde, which basically means they qualify in second. And as for Cape de Verde, what an amazing team they are, having gone through teams like Ghana and Egypt and still having the mentality to finish first. Group C next, and it basically ended how I predicted it would, with Senegal and Cameroon qualifying, while Guinea were able to get the third place PT spot. The game was quite in there, with Senegal beating Guinea 2-0, while Cameroon had a last-minute winner in a 3-2 game against the Gambia. Group B had the biggest shock for me, as former champions Algeria failed to qualify, having finished bottom of their group. They lost 1-0 to Mauritania, who were able to secure the PT party spot for themselves. Meanwhile, Angola were able to beat Burkina Faso 2-0, but it didn't matter because both teams were able to qualify. Group E next, and this was just a bore fest, as Mali and Namibia played a 0-0 draw, while South Africa and Tunisia also played a 0-0 draw. Mali and South Africa were able to automatically qualify for this group, while Namibia was able to secure the final third place PT spot. And finally, we have Group F, with Morocco topping the group by beating Zambia 1-0, while DR Congo finished second but did play a 0-0 draw against Tanzania. I do feel bad for Zambia not getting third, but then again, I do hate Avram Grant, so it is what it is, I guess. And that's all we have for the AFCON group stage. It's honestly been a wild ride, and my predictions were slightly decent, or it depends on how you view them. Right now, we move on to the last 16, and I'm going to start predicting my match games and predicting the scorelines of each match. The AFCON has been going really well, and I hope it ends with a bang. Anyways, that's all I have for the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on it. I really want to grow this channel, and for those of you who started with me, I really appreciate and thank you for viewing the videos, and I hope we continue to move on and get stronger.